What's up, guys? Steph Martinez here, back again. Nicholas Gambaro, Red Sox Yankees tonight. Um, I know we're doing something other than hockey. This is weird. Um, but we want to switch it up for you baseball lovers out there. Give you guys something else to enjoy and look forward to. But okay, this is one thing. This is going to be one thing about this. If you want to hear like baseball breakdowns, I'll do some of that. But this is going to be more like a us just enjoying the game, talking to each other and talking to you, the viewers, about whatever. Of course, we're going to watch the game and we're going to talk about what we see. But I want to give you guys a chance to, voice your opinions and things like that. And right off the rip, I can almost guarantee you this will not be the Red Sox team you see on August 31st because there are going to be a lot of changes made, a lot of trades made, and it's disconcerting when you see a franchise as famous as the Boston Red Sox go through what they're going through now. It's kind of unsettling, especially for you because you're big on history and you're big on
Yeah.
what teams have done in the past. Um, this feels disconcerting to you, I bet.
Yeah, very. This Red Sox team, most of the roster, it's just extremely different from the one 2 years ago who won the World Series, and it
Mhm.
just seems they're in a complete transition mode now.
I think rebuild is the most. I think that's a beautiful word you use: transition or rebuild or retooling. Um, Mookie Betts hit 3 home runs for the Dodgers on Friday night, and if you're a Red Sox fan, you got to be looking at that going, "Damn, that was our guy." And you had to do what you had to do. He didn't want to stay in Boston. What's up to the two people that are watching?
What's
He,
up?
he didn't want to stay in Boston. He knew that his time in Boston was going to come to an end, but you just wish that there was some way to get him to stay in Boston and to figure out how to finish his career as a Red Sox because he's a once in a generational type of talent. And even for me, I enjoy watching him play. And now, selfishly, as somebody who supports the Yankees and roots for the Yankees and wants to see them do well, him out of the AL East is a relief because he would do work to Yankee pitching. However, listen, you understand the predicament the Red Sox are in, and it sucks. It sucks because it's always fun when the Red Sox are good. Even as a Yankee fan, it's better for the sport. It's better when the rivals are good, like in the NHL when Chicago and their rivals are good, or when the Islanders and Capitals are good at the same time, or when you know the Knicks are good, which God knows when that's gonna happen, or the Lakers are good.
When the Jets are good, but that
And
another.
that's every 90 years. So you're Big Zach joining us. What's up, Big Zach? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're getting ready to get settled in for this one. This is going to be a long night. If you're a Red Sox fan, I feel like, although Jay Happ's pitching, so you might actually score first. I'm not a big J Happ fan, but that's here nor there. Listen, this Red Sox lineup ain't bad. Uh, Rafael Devers, Xander Bogarts, JD Martinez, Christian Vasquez. The lineup ain't bad. It's just the pitching staff is like, who's that? And even for me, I'm a big baseball fan, as you know, big dog. I had to research. I have to research this Red Sox rotation because I don't know who it is off the rip. This is how bad they are.
Wow,
And
and for you, that's shocking.
yeah, because I don't know half these guys.
So
Um,
give me. I'm curious. What are your three? What are some keys on both sides for the Yankees and the Red Sox to win tonight?
well, tonight it's simple. Um, if you're the Red Sox, you want to score early and try to hold it down. I think the pitcher Chris Mesa has to try and give you Um, J-Hap is bad.
What's up, Skip? Shouts out my cousin Daniel too, watching.
There you go.
So
No, if you're the Red Sox, you want to score first, and you want to try and stay away from that bullpen for as long as you can. And if you're the Yankees, just try to keep plugging away at it. I know, they lost DJ LeMahieu, but Aaron Judge says he's 100%. He feels good, so he's on his way back relatively soon. Haroldis Chapman will be activated tomorrow by the Yankees off the injured list, and they're getting healthy slowly but surely. They're getting healthy and they feel good. So that's a good sign if you're a Yankee fan. He's too old. And if you're the Red Sox, man, you just got to keep hoping that when you rebuild, when you retool, and if you are able to trade JD and a couple of these guys, Jackie Bradley Jr. is available. Kevin Pillar, I like him as a pickup. Maybe you could trade him for a lower level starter. This is going to be very interesting next month for the Red Sox. Did you hear about Chris Hogan on a football note?
I did, yes, to the Jets. So he's been in all 4 AFC East teams, which is interesting.
How do you feel about that?
I like it. He was solid with New England, but again, when a Patriot comes to the Jets, although really the only one that truly worked out was Hall of Famer Curtis Martin, was amazing for the Jets.
Right.
But a lot of times Patriots who come to the Jets don't work out. But I'm actually pretty optimistic. I always thought he was a solid receiver.
Right.
But again, he was with Tom Brady. But Darnold can use a guy like that, a good slot guy. He reminds me of like a Wayne Corbett, a Julian Edelman, like just a solid receiver. Not like amazing, but although Wayne Corbett was amazing. But
yeah, he's just a steady guy. He's steady. I get it. Yo, J-Hap's earned run average 10.29. So 10.29 ERA is his earned run average. J-Hap, you're gonna kill me, J-Hap. Jesus Christ. His whole thing is, and if you're watching the game, his whole thing is you want to be able to see him work his fastball inside. Because if he's able to work his fastball up and in, he's gonna pitch better. The problem is he hangs it over the middle of the plate, and sometimes it gets hit really hard. And so for me, I'm looking to see if he can locate it. You did, but you did, and I'll give you credit for that. I think the interesting thing here is if you do that, right, you already know you're not getting as much value back as you would in a regular season because it's 60 games. Teams don't really want to trade. Here we go. Teams don't really want to trade top prospects for guys that, first of all, Jackie Bradley Jr. is a free agent after the year. JD Martinez is probably going to opt in wherever he goes. So it's a tough spot for teams. And he walks the first guy of the game. Here we go.
Not a good start.
There we go. I mean, for you love this. That's a strike, Blue. Jesus.
Now, is this a situation where you think that the robo-umps would be better suited, or you think it almost doesn't matter?
I mean,
those like close calls by the Yankees, but even that looked like
but I don't even think it matters at that point. Oh, oh. Listen, you can show your disdain. I need the hatred back and forth. It's all good. It's all subjective, man. You don't know what you're really gonna get. Robo-umps, you know they're not gonna be perfect by any stretch. So, I mean, whatever it is, it is. It's just sometimes you just gotta make a steady call, bro. Like, can't be up and down.
I'm sorry. It's just looking at an empty Yankee Stadium for a Sunday night Red Sox Yankee game.
It's eye popping. It's
It's
yeah,
really good.
it's eye popping.
Especially for us growing up, because like these games in the early 2000s on Sunday night were like must watch. You got to
Marquee matchup games, right?
we love baseball because I used to when I was younger, and or if you hated the Yankees or if you loved the Yankees, it was a must. You know, you had to be in front of the TV. And those two lineups back in the day,
Oh my God, yeah.
quick inning.
He hasn't been doing that, so he was able to spot his fastball better in that first inning, and it got him help.
So
When you to spot your fastball and your off-speed stuff works off of it very well, it plays up better. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, how would you rank the Yankees pitching staff? Top to bottom. Like right now, like who's been the best? Who's been
Well, I'm gonna go Garrett Cole. I'm gonna go Masahiro Tanaka. I'm gonna go James Paxton. I'm going to go. Yeah, J-Hap is last.
Okay. Skip, do you agree with that? What would be your list? I'm curious.
Yeah, what would be
He follows the Yankees like you do.
And Emilio, give us yours as well.
Yes, Emilio too. What's up, Emilio?
Right. Give us yours as well.
What's up, Caleb? You swept us. But I kind of knew once Philly won Friday, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be.
Do the Mets actually start thinking about making some trades? I know it's kind of like
I've been throwing it out there, but I understand it's very hard right now in a pandemic world that, you don't want to be sending guys everywhere. And
right now, the guy I would trade because he's not going to play every day is Dominic Smith. His bat right now would bring you back value.
And he's been solid. So
he's been unbelievable.
What would be a decent trade for him? Because he's somebody I want to trade.
Yeah, I mean, it's something you would think about because
think about Ahmed Rosario to get something back.
Honestly, I would because the kid Jimenez is shortstop. The kid they brought up. So
right.
I mean, depending on if they really want to do Ahmed Rosario, I would. But I don't know if the Mets are thinking that far ahead. Plus, this plays a part in it too. Is this new ownership group? Is this new ownership group going to say, you know what, let's hold off, let's stand pat for a bit, let's see what it looks like, and then go in there and reassess things, at a later time? Oh, look at that high socks with the stirrup, looking real vintage. Oh, there you go. Yes, but he's also been playing some of the outfield. What's up, Rich? How are you, man? Appreciate the view. He's been playing some of the outfield and some first base for Pete Alonso when Pete's not in there.
His pitcher's grandmother is a cousin of Joe DiMaggio. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Crazy. That must be pretty cool.
Same thing I had. Right. I think that's pretty accurate. Yeah, if you're the Yankees right now, you have to be aware of. I was doing some scouting on this guy a little while ago. He likes to throw the fastball. Chris Mays likes to throw the fastball up and in. He's an up and in kind of guy. We'll see. Because the Yankees this year, they've been good, but they've gone through offensive stretches where you're like, fellas, come on. It's hard with the minor leagues not open. How to assess your product? You're right.
Yeah.
It really is because there's only but so many people you want to send to the alternate site, so not everybody's down there. But the guys that are on your 40-man roster, okay, I won't get too technical with this because Big Dog's like, all right, speak English because I don't really want to be here all night. But the guys that are on your 40-man, like, if somebody's on your 40-man roster, that means they can be brought up to the big leagues because they have what's called adequate service time as a minor leaguer to be able to join the big league club. So That would Jordan Montgomery. I forgot about him. Wow, Gumby. That's his Twitter handle. Gumby34 on Twitter is Jordan Montgomery's.
He's been on the Yankees for a few years now, right, Montgomery? He's
Yeah,
been
he looks really good. I would honestly, I've said this before. Real quick, back to the 40-man point before Johnny Boy's Montgomery point. But basically, your top prospects that are big league ready are down there to help you out, just in case somebody gets hurt and things like that. So people are down there. Yeah, he got out in front of that. He didn't really get all that. That's a good pitch. Tailing changeup down and away. Didn't hit it all that well. Oh, by the way, he was born. Chris Mesa was born on the day of the earthquake in 1989, Game 3 between the A's and the Giants.
wow.
They just said that on Sunday Night Baseball. Chicago up 2 on Vegas early.
Thank you for the hockey updates.
Yes, please.
Wow, and Len is in goal too. But it's still early though.
We had Tommy John. He was MIA for a while. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they had to get him right. He missed parts of the last 2 seasons. Wow, this kid Gio, all he does is hit. That's all he does is hit. By the way, they got him for $25,000 and a player to be named later. But go ahead.
He's one of your most consistent ball players.
Him and DJ might be the most consistent ball players on the team. I would agree with you. You're right. Vegas scored 2-1. Wow. All right, we might be having a flip to this hockey game in a second because it sounds bonkers. Wow. Mike Talkman, too. This is an interesting story with him. So the Rockies left him off their 40-man roster. He was unprotected. Cash basically trades a lower-level pitching prospect for old man. Old man. You're not old, Emilio. You're not old, buddy.
Did you see the documentary on ESPN that they had about that?
It was fascinating. Yep.
It was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the Yankees traded for Mike Talkman. They got him the day before opening day last year, and he's been unbelievable for them. Literally unbelievable. Good pitch, fastball, 4-seam fastball up and in on Talkman. Couldn't get around on that. If there's one area you can get Mike Talkman out, it's in that little spot right there. 4-seam fastball up and in. There's a hole in his swing. He doesn't get around it all that well. And you can get him out right there if that's where they attack him consistently. But I'm very fascinated to see how the Red Sox play this game from a pitching standpoint. Where do you go? How far do you go with? And on the label, that's a base hit. How far do you go with the kid Muzzin tonight before you make a move? Runners on first and second, 1 out. This is going to be very interesting to see how the Red Sox play this in this first inning. Infield in, infield back. Yeah, this is I'm overly fascinated by what the Red Sox do in the first inning. Wow, that's crazy. Stanton and Judge, 86 and 44 without. They're better. That's crazy. Wow. That's insane. It would be awesome if you had a guy out there playing the video game. That's funny. That's funny. Good block. All right, hockey question for you.
Okay.
Vegas wins tonight. I mean, Vegas loses tonight. If you're Chicago, do you feel like, we could get another one out of this? So you think Vegas comes out in Game 5 and Game 5 and just says,
I think Vegas comes out and wins,
right.
at least by a couple of goals. But because, again, as you always say, that championship pedigree, so to speak, don't be surprised if Chicago gives them a run in Game 5 if it gets to that. But I
Right.
think Vegas should handle it. I did. I picked Vegas in 5, so I did give Chicago like 1 win, but
Right.
they don't have the roster to compete with Vegas.
Right.
But again, in hockey, anything can happen. So I've seen some crazy things.
Right. We both have, right. To the viewers watching, come on in. Come on in. Say what's up.
Yes.
Come on in. Come on in. We'd love to have you. Oh, 2 good pitches back to Glaber, 3-2 count. And now, if you watch anything, look at Glaber's Torres' approach. He got 2 strikes on him, and I know I'm gonna get technical here, but watch the leg kick. He doesn't do a leg kick in here. He doesn't. In fact, he probably won't even stride. Look at this. 3-2 count. And he has no stride. Oh, he leg kicked a little bit. Got him. Big pitch. Oh, wow. Big pitch.
He was a part of that big trade
That brought Chapman to the Cubs to help them win their first championship in 108 years.
and you guys get Chapman back.
Yeah.
Cashman knows how to make trades. That's all I got to say. It's annoying as hell being a Met fan, but
Oh, it's probably sickening.
oh God, it's horrible. Like every guy on your roster is like almost like a superstar. It's insane. It's like really insane when you think about it.
Look at him. He's pissed. He swung at a bad pitch.
And that's usually always a pitcher's go-to, right? A high fastball to get a guy to
In that
change.
spot, yeah. Because the guy's probably thinking, I still got count leverage. He ain't gonna throw me off speed pitch. Now they have been doing that though. 3-2 count. Sometimes a guy will flip you a changeup up there. You'd be like, how do I combat this? But for the most part, yeah, they'll mix it up. Wow. 1-1 count. We got 20 pitches by Chris Meza. Michael Ford, that's a base hit. 1-0 Yankees as Gio scores. That's not a bad pitch, though. That wasn't a bad pitch. Ford just beat him to the spot. Let's look at the replay. Let's see this here. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Welcome.
Nah, nobody's taking that Stanton contract. Even Big Dog knows that, and he don't even watch baseball. Nobody's taking. If somebody takes a Stanton contract, pigs are gonna start flying outside. Pigs, actual pigs. They're gonna grow wings and start to fly. Wow, Brewers beat the Cubs 6-5.
But Cubs have been they've been the best team in the league.
Yeah.
By far.
You listen, give David Ross a lot of
The Yankees have been
the Yankees, the Marlins, and the Orioles, record-wise, are the 4 best teams right now in the sport.
But I mean, no one's records like the Yankees or Cubs. Because the Orioles and Marlins records.
I can dream. Yeah, you can dream. Chad, what's up, Chad?
Let's go Red Sox.
Oh, here we go. What's going on, man? Welcome to the Nick and Steph Show family. Yeah, you can dream, but that's as much as you're gonna do because you ain't trading him.
And go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I don't want to interrupt.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
In a hypothetical world, if his contract wasn't like that, if you wanted to trade him, who would you trade him to? And for what?
If the contract was tradable,
Yeah.
I'd trade him for nothing. Cash.
No, what's up? Excuse me 1 second. What's that?
Pleasure to have you, man. Thank you for hopping on with us and just hanging out and chilling.
Downstairs.
About the pitching thing, I think Tanaka has been better than Cole. Just Tanaka's. Nah, I don't know if Tanaka's been better than Cole, but he's been good. It's to say that he's been better is a bit of a stretch, but he's been good. Wow, big inning here. Yeah, but with his injuries, Rich, I don't think you get a quality starter. I think if his injuries weren't as severe and he's able to stay on the field somewhat for somebody who needs a big bat, you'd be able to get a couple of adequate pieces, but I don't think you get what you perceive as a quality starter. And define quality for me. We talking back end 3-4 guy or
sorry about that.
no? You're good. We're talking back end 3-4 guy. We talking middle of the road. What do we? When you mean quality starter, expand on that for me a minute. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. Chad, it's a pleasure to have you, man. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for hopping on. See, here's the interesting thing about the Red Sox, though. The Red Sox are in they have such an issue with trying to get depth. Like their farm system needs to be rebuilt. Like that's one thing with the Mets, the Sox. Oh, so you're thinking a number 3 starter? That's fair, Rich. I think it does. But I think
Is that official? Like starting next year?
2022, they're hoping to fully introduce it into the.
Oh wow! So not even next season.
Well, they're gonna have it next season because they wanted the DH for both leagues.
Okay.
Yeah. So, would you want someone you could get 6.5 innings? Like, I mean, look, pitching right now, like I've been trying to tell you guys, it's expensive. Like Mike Minor, who's been terrible for the Rangers, he's been horrible. His stats are like his ERA is almost 7, and the Rangers know how precious pitching is, and they're like even they're being like, okay, this is going to be steep because we just don't want to give pitching away for free, and that's the key is that pitching is so valuable right now. Especially in a shortened season with as many injuries as they've got, it's going to be hard for a team to just say, okay, we'll give you a back-end quality starter. I don't think that happens. Like even a guy like Robbie Ray in Arizona. Robbie Ray is going to cost a mint, to use your word. It's going to be mint. But, I mean, it's going to be rough, man. It's going to be rough. To the people watching, what's up?
2-1 Chicago at the end of the first.
Nice. I'm good with 5+ innings with our bullpen. I mean, yeah, but you don't want that every start. You want a guy that can give you some depth and some innings. Listen, for example, we're talking about trading for a starter, Rich, but we know what's down there in Clark Schmidt, Michael King. You have good pitching down there. It's just, are they ready to contribute yet? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. You're right, Chad. It is going to make things a lot harder. You're 100% right, and I think that's with all sports, though. Like football trade deadline, I don't think is going to be as active this year.
No.
The offseason in the NBA, you might get him cheap, but at this rate, do you even know what you're getting, though? Especially because now you got him pitching in the middle of a pennant race, and Big Dog, you already know how I feel about that. It takes a different level of onions to pitch in a pennant race. than it does when you're just finishing off the string. Like
Yeah,
you saw with the Mets in 15, those guys were good because they were pitching good in the playoffs and deep into the playoffs, and you were like, damn.
they were.
Imagine what this is gonna look like in 5 years from now, and then you realize,
I mean, Harvey gone, Syndergaard hurt, Matz is
right.
pitching awful and had a number of injuries.
Yeah, Steven Matz is Repuggo.
Sad. And that
Stanton for Noah.
yeah, I ain't trading Syndergaard to the Yankees. Sorry.
Well, he's a free agent at the end of next year. So
Well, then nothing then we could do about that unless we sign a big deal. But
honestly, I wouldn't do that.
yeah, I think you got to start transitioning, but again, it's hard.
Yeah, and again, it's gonna come down to new ownership.
What's up?
No entry. What's going on? Welcome.
Big win for your Phillies today.
Big sweep for the Phillies this weekend.
It was. Mets are bad.
Mets are repug.
And now you got the Flyers coming up at 8. That should be interesting. Definitely going to want to bounce back after that 5-0 blowout.
Rubbing they took. Yes, Carter Hart appears to be human. It appears to be he is human.
Because we thought he wasn't for a minute.
Like I thought you were from another planet. Like, where's this guy from? Oh, Mars. Oh, yeah. They make goalies over there.
That save Carey Price made, though, was...
Oh, my God. It was like...
Just got...
Yeah, but you don't want... Here's the thing. Stan's contract and his injury history, if you're not...
I wouldn't want that.
You can't do that.
I already know what happens to Yankees when they become Mets. It don't usually work.
And you're seeing it with Dellin right now. Dellin put on a Met jersey, and it's like...
Right. And I'm not sure, but I know...
Yeah, Phillies, that offense is so good. If that bullpen ever figures itself out,
Phillies are going to be dangerous.
Oh, they're going to be dangerous. And I said that to you years ago. I says, listen, they got money to spend. You remember in the WKB days, like 4 years ago, I would tell you guys, listen, they got money to spend, Philadelphia.
Yeah, and you said them in Atlanta would be coming up in a few years.
This kid, Alex Verdugo's a hitter.
What's up, Shane?
For the Sox.
Mets. I could see the Mets signing Noah just because that'd be like a Mets thing to do.
Right. I mean, would you want that though, Shane, or do you want to see them move on from him due to his injury history?
Do you?
Oh, that lineup is. Are you kidding me? That lineup is no joke in Philadelphia. Yeah, big dog. I'm sorry.
But do you think we know what kind of pitcher Noah could be? But do you think after getting all that money, do you think he would then live up to the hype on a big contract?
Here's the thing.
Like we know, because him and DeGrom, I feel, are very different. Like DeGrom is just always that consistent player, whether the Mets win or lose.
Right.
But Noah, I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't be as consistent. I mean, he's an awesome pitcher. Don't get me wrong.
That's a great point right there by Rich. That's a great point.
Ellsbury's contract was atrocious.
Ellsbury's contract is look, I think if you get Noah with the right pitching coach, I think the equation changes. I just don't think he's with the right pitching coach with the Mets. I think, you know what I see a lot of in Noah Syndergaard, and I kind of want to get him in Houston with that pitching coach and that staff and that analytical department and that.
And he's from Texas.
Yeah, he's from there. Get him in the home and somewhere where he's comfortable. Because you see what Garrett Cole turned into after he left Pittsburgh. He went from sinker slider to elevated heaters and 98. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling frisky. Hit my fastball. To now, he's probably the highest paid pitcher in the league for at least the next number of seasons. See, this is the problem with J-Hap. 2 quick outs, and now he got a base hit, and he's about to walk the next guy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And don't hang a fastball to Michael Chavis because you ain't getting it back. And he almost hung a fastball to Michael Chavis. Those cheaters. You know what? I'm not even going to – I would agree with you, Caleb, but you need to get him somewhere where he's going to be able to work on his mechanic. You know when Noah would be good? Cincinnati. I get the same sense because I don't think he trusts the front office. Look, fastball again, middle, and Chavis just missed it. You're gonna kill me all to get Verdugo's cleats.
Yeah, as great of a pitcher as he is, he never seemed like a team guy either. I don't know, just something about him never. It always I don't know, something about him was different from other guys on the team.
I think him and Harvey they're kind of like the same with Noah and Steven. I mean, with Steven and DeGrom were like.
Right. No nickname guys, team guys. Whereas Harvey, the Dark Knight, and Thor and Syndergaard were all about me.
LA's interesting.
That's what I was going to say next. Do you think the Dodgers could use another starting pitcher?
Is interesting from this standpoint. You put him with Walker Buehler, David Price, Clayton Kershaw, and freaking
I think he would thrive in LA. Big stage.
Woo! What's our take on Noah's Yoenis Cespedes? Very simple. Very simple take. Mine is simple. He's a moron. Period. Period. The end.
I mean, we can't fault him for opting out.
Yeah, but a bore.
Oh, the other things he's done off the field, yes.
Going MIA, not telling anybody, yeah, you're a moron. Tell somebody, call somebody, have somebody from Rock Nation call the Mets. Don't be a moron. Come on, grow up.
Yeah, like imagine Syndergaard in LA.
Oh my lord!
Dodger Stadium, the whole Hollywood thing.
Oh my lord!
That's
the flow and lie, and even forgot about. Imagine Dustin May, Noah Syndergaard, Walker Buehler, David Price, and Luis Urias. I don't want no smoke with that staff. You can go that way, that way.
Everyone in the NL be like, yo, I quit.
I throw my hands up and just be
done. Wrap it up.
And that's the thing. And they got more depth down there. Yeah, Dodgers are a joke. That's a joke. Cespedes is a locker room cancer. I think I'd keep him maybe one more slide down rotation. I think they'll sign JD and Conforto to multi-year deals. Who knows what the Mets do? You know what? You're not wrong.
Oh my God.
You're not wrong. I think here's the problem, Shano. San Diego's ultra interesting. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you. But I want to finish this Met thing. Right now, if you're the Mets, I don't think about signing nobody to multi-year deals. You can't. Because until you know what your ownership situation is looking like, you can't say, oh, we're gonna have the flexibility to do this, flexibility to do that, change this, change that. You can't do that. We have to know what the new ownership is going to look like first before we can say, oh, we're giving this guy a multi-year deal and this guy a multi-year deal. First of all, let's be frank. Brody's not going to be here. If the new ownership does what I think they're going to do, Brody's gone. The whole
Yes.
front office staff is getting redone.
He should be gone.
Right.
Amen. I'm proud.
Nick had the same World Series.
That's my pick.
Nick got the same World.
I really like the Dodgers.
San Diego's interesting from this standpoint. You got Joey Lucchesi, Mackenzie Gore, Chris Paddock, all pitchers, by the way, because Big Dog's looking at me with the smile.
Yeah,
Who the hell are those guys? All pitchers, all top flight, disgusting pitchers.
They want to see me by one.
I agree. Either
So
Cohen and A-Rod group will change the whole staff without a doubt. I mean, you have to. You're putting that much money.
God, it ain't A-Rod and J-Lo. That's all I'm asking.
Listen, I'm not. Listen, Steve Cohen's not out of this, but I think public perception will.
Shane, who would you rather? I'm curious.
Yeah, who would you rather? Because I want Steve Cohen because A-Rod's a circus.
Yeah, and he's a Yankee guy. J-Lo's a Yankee fan. I don't need that in my organization. Don't want any Yankee. Nah, no part of it.
So what time will you be?
Thank you guys for joining, man. This is fun.
Yes.
Either way, bro. Yeah, I agree. We agree on that.
They never should have hired him in the first place.
I agree with you.
Never understood it.
See, but here's the thing. What does it say about the people that were around him? The people that weren't around him weren't advising him to make right decisions.
Right, and an agent to me shouldn't be a GM. Now, you as a Knicks fan, I'm sure, very curious, right, with Leon Rose.
Right.
But you got a solid head coach now, but what's the GM going to do?
Right. Here's the thing. The Leon Rose thing is skeptical to me. I agree with you. Yeah, Brody has to go. I think we all agree on that. I think the GM thing is interesting from this perspective. He kept Scott Perry. He kept he signed some of the best renowned scouts in the league. That right there, his scouting staff, inside heater.
Okay then. All right, Pa, thanks a lot. I love you. Okay, Pa, love you. Bye-bye.
What have I been saying? Thank you, Shane. Thank you. We agree. We agree. I agree with you.
And he's was a Met fan, is a Met fan, so he understands the struggle.
Listen, I'm empathetic to the struggle. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm all good. I'm all good with your struggle. We 100% on that.
Ice cream?
But the Leon Rose thing is fascinating on so many levels to me.
That'd be really good. Stephen, you said that quite a few times.
Baseball would never let him in, though. Cuban's a nut job.
But I would love Mark Cuban.
I would, too. Imagine the rivalry, for real, between the Mets and Yankees if you get Mark Cuban in there.
Yeah.
Big Dog will be back. Come on, you red. Pulling him back in.
Yeah, well, but still, they got to do a number of other things. But we discussed that the other day.
Yeah, I mean, well,
we're not going to get into it, but
no,
that would get me like halfway there.
Yeah. But you know why Cuban's great? Because he doesn't care. That's the thing about Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban's great because he doesn't care. Mark Cuban's the type of dude that says, I got money to spend. I'm going to spend my money. And he doesn't care about luxury taxes and all this. So that's why Cuban would be great, because just his presence alone will change the perception how you're viewed around the league.
Yeah, because we're a laughing stock.
You're not wrong, Fred. You're not wrong. I agree. He is a winner. You're right. Got him. What an athletic play. Wow. Yeah, the Rubin family, yeah.
Yeah.
That whole group, what's the name of that group? That whole group. They grew up on Long Island, the Sixers owners. They grew up Met fans.
Wow. See, we need a fan as the owner. Always believe that.
Bruh.
And then support, get the pieces around you, the staff.
Steve Cohen would be good because Steve Cohen will spend the money, and Steve Cohen doesn't care. He's a man. He grew up a Met fan.
And I'm not comparing the two, but look, for example, in football, Robert Kraft grew up in the area, Patriot fan, ended up buying the team. And
Right.
look, not that we're going to beat New England, but
I mean, that's the gold standard. That's who you kind of want to compare yourself to.
in most recent memory, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this. See, the thing about it is, honestly, if I had to guess, I think they go with A-Rod and J-Lo because they're the most recognizable name.
I thought about that too. That'd be kind of strange, but I wouldn't care. I mean, I want Cohen, but I'd rather.
Here's the thing about Steve Cohen, and let me know if you guys agree with this or not. Steve Cohen, he already is telling you, listen, money's no object. Not that any of these other owners are, but A-Rod has to get things done through his hedge fund team, and he got to see if he can get to at least, because I think the Mets right now, just because they're in New York. Oh my God. Oh, that's funny. Just because they're in New York, the Mets should at least get somewhere close to $3 billion. And even with A-Rod, I don't think A-Rod has the capital to get the $3 billion. You still have to go through your investment bank because it's a lot. That's what I'm saying. $3 billion. I mean, Steve Cohen could cover $3 billion easily. The Sixers owners could cover $3 billion easily. Yeah, he owns things too. You know what, Chad? I disagree with you. I don't want A-Rod owning the Mets just because.
I don't know if Yankee fans would totally be in love with that. Or maybe they won't care. I don't know. I know most Mets fans would not want it.
Listen, I'm not even a Mets fan. Just from a baseball standpoint, that makes no sense. It makes no sense.
You get another circus show. Like, we have enough of that as is.
Wasn't Steve offering $2 billion for the team and SNY? Yes. All right. Can I get a little in the weeds here, Big Dog? Do you mind? I'll try to keep it
not at all
short and sweet. But here's the thing that you heard when the announcement came out, he was going to pay $2 billion for the team SNY, and he was gonna engage with the stockholders to see if they can get their shares to go up by at least 35%. That was in the Wall Street Journal when they first were talking about buying the Mets. Here's the thing. Cohen wants to buy the Mets and SNY, but he wants to buy them together, and together the total value for both is like $4 billion. Here's the problem. Major League Baseball needs approval for anywhere over $2.5 billion because they want to see your financial records, your bank statements. It's a whole friggin' shamil and a mess about what Major League Baseball would constitute as a legal buy. Of course, when you're talking about A-Rod has a crazy investment group behind him. When you're talking about this money, you have to be able to say to Major League Baseball, we can clear it. And oh, they hit the bag. Wow. Are you kidding me? I've never seen that before. That's crazy. Yeah, he has a crazy investment group, but I don't think A-Rod can clear the protocols in terms of saying we'll be able to for sure we'll be able to afford for sure your the team, because now they want to make sure that you can afford the team. Cohen wants to buy the Mets and SNY together, right? Cohen's offering $4 billion, right? Same thing. So that'll be like Jerry Jones buying the Phillies. That would never happen. I mean, if the money's right, I can't say I don't think it would ever happen. I just don't think that, now you're stretching it too thin. Like, now it's like too thin. Like, how much do we spend? How much do we not spend? Because even though the Rubin family's worth $14 billion, that's 2 sports franchises, and the Sixers ain't cheap.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Shane, you're a Devil fan, but I believe the Sixers 2 owners also own part of the Devils, correct?
Which is
Yeah, my food.
crazy.
Wow.
My portion, baby.
If that's the case, and you got 3.
Because I've heard that before, that the Sixers owners also own a part of the Devils.
Queda un poquito arroz.
Speaking SNY, I wish the Islanders could get on SNY.
My V.
That wouldn't happen, but
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
just to not be on MSG
Make a mess.
in Philly. Yeah, Philly fans would not want Jerry Jones part of anything.
They do, right? Because I read that somewhere. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought that, but I just want to double check. So that wow, so they would own the Sixers, Devils, and the Mets.
I mean, your money makes money, but still, that's a lot of
So
money.
two local.
That's a lot of money to be tied up to 3 teams. That's bread.
Oh, okay. He's the principal owner.
Well, goddamn.
Thank you, Fad. I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, because I was reading something, but I wasn't sure if I read he was the principal owner or he just had like ownership and a little bit.
I thought he had just stake in the team. I didn't know he's the principal owner.
Wow.
Do you like him as? Do you like that group as the Devils owner? And what do you think about the Devils' future? Oh wow, and 20% of Crystal Palace in the Premier League. I've heard that as well too. Wow. Yes, I forgot about that.
Damn, so they just trying to run a monopoly on all sports.
Do you think they're good owners, Shane and Kayla? Because Kayla, you're a Sixer fan. Shane, you're a Devil fan.
That NL Central is super interesting. The Twins and the Indians.
Wow, the Astros are only 11-10. That's not that great.
They're repulsed this year. No pitching.
Yep.
Watch. J-Hab's going to give both these runs back right now. This inning right here. Watch. Watch this. Ball 2. There you go. This is what you call the third inning of death. Right here. Coming.
And Crystal Palace, always a team that manages to stay up.
Kayla says she likes it.
Okay. In the Premier League, at least the past few years. They haven't been relegated.
It's 2 halves. I have.
Oh, wow. Look at former Met, Kevin Plawecki.
Wow.
Look at that. Wow, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that name in forever.
Halves,
me neither.
Kevin Plawecki. Holy cow.
Who's your World Series favorite? Yankees, Dodgers, Cubs, or other? Wow. That's kind of cutting it close.
Listen, I'm not sleeping on the Indians, okay? Indians, that pitching staff is legit. And Oakland's red hot.
I agree. It seemed for a while they had things going in the right direction, and I think they still are. But Ray Sherrill didn't do the job that I thought he would there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a pure goal scorer you guys need desperately. I mean, you got Hughes and Heeshear. Subban's a solid defenseman, of course, but he's older. And also, too, a consistent goalie.
Yeah, the A's are red hot.
What do you think, Shane, the Devils are going to do with their goaltending situation going into next year?
Not in love, but they'll make adjustments. So you're okay. So you kind of lukewarm on him, Kayla? Is that the indication you're giving us to the new viewer that just came in? Say what's up. Welcome to the family. Welcome.
Yes.
You're lukewarm on him? Is that the indication that we're getting from you? Yeah, J-Hap's leaving a lot of fastballs, middle. It's just that this team isn't good enough to square anything up right now, but he is He's definitely not a comfortable watch right now. Am I big on Tyler Wade? I love his defensive versatility. I think the bat is going to come the more he plays. And I just think that you got to give a guy like him a role because he's going to be big, especially when you need a guy to steal bases and just be that solid off the bench contributor. So I think I like him. I like his versatility, and I like what he could bring. He puts the money in. He's not cheap. I think that's what Met fans want to hear.
Yes.
And she says she's 70-30 on him. Which means
All right. But you know Met fans will still find a way to complain at the end of the day.
Of course, because you guys are bitter. There you go. There's the J-Hap I know. There he is. There he is. There he is.
Yeah, and he played solid from what I remember down the stretch. So, but you guys then need a viable backup. But we'll see down the road. Because I think with all these draft picks you guys have had over the past few years, I feel the Devils have to, get better at some point. But they have the 7th pick this year, which isn't bad in the NHL draft. So. And also, too, what do you think, Shane, about the Lindy Ruff hiring? Especially that he was working with the Rangers before, now he's with the Devils, so that's an interesting.
Wow.
What are you thinking over there? You're looking. Well, you're up. It's the 3rd inning.
It's stupid.
All right, we got to get me to the 5th, and he can't give up no more runs because I'm gonna freaking lose it. If I see J-Hab give up another 4 spot, and the bullpen got to get 15 outs, I'm gonna lose it. I'm actually gonna lose it. Are you kidding me right now with the home runs? And it's the same pitch, fastball, in or middle. Same pitch they're hitting off of. Jesus. So you see me stressing over here, and this is the part that this is why I stress. Are you ready for this?
Listen to this, everybody.
This pitching staff right now isn't good enough to win a World Series. It's not. When you have 2 guys that Hap doesn't give you any depth, and Paxton right now is a shell of himself. If those 2 guys are pitching for you in the playoffs, you already got 2 losses on your ledger. Even as good as the bullpen is and the offense is dynamic, but J-Hap in the playoffs, that's a disaster. I'm out on that. I'm out. You can't listen. There's no way right now that I'm feeling comfortable rolling in with the Yankees rotation as is. Now, if you're telling me that you're gonna let Clark Schmidt pitch, or you're gonna let somebody else pitch, Hap should be in the bullpen or traded. I would agree with both. I just don't know if he's tradable. Not at $21 million a year. No, more like $17 million a year. But it's Shane with an interesting comment. You agree with that?
Yeah. All business type coach, old school guy. I thought it was a great hire by the Devils.
Right.
You need that type of head coach.
But his battle get Johnny Boy, I agree. His battle get better the more he plays. The more he plays, and who knows how long DJ is going to be out, he might get a chance to play. They're probably going to platoon him with Tyra Estrada. Doink.
And you were worrying.
Got him.
Oh, all right.
Throw. What a throw.
That was a sick throw. Yep, Flyers. Doc might be doing that game because it's on NBC.
What a throw. First of all, the play's in front of you. You can't try to take. But I get the aggressiveness. I get it. I get it.
Aaron, if you're Aaron Boone, would you be mad at that or no?
You never want to make the first and third out stupidly like that. So, yeah, I'm a little chapped. And he was out by a good, 8 feet.
Oh, my God.
With Torres coming up, you can't try to take the extra base like that. That's bad baseball. Big Dog's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? John and Mike. Oh, Milbury and Forsberg.
Forsman and Milbury. Oh, my God. Kayla, I'd watch it on mute. Oh, my God. That's atrocious.
Oh.
Where's Doc? He only did one game so far, at least that I've heard in the first round. Oh, jeez. See, I don't even think I would have attempted to throw it there. Just in case.
Don't throw that because if it's error, you take second. That's a bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. He got lucky, but I wouldn't have.
You. I am.
Good.
Give us some.
That's funny. I mean, I wouldn't be livid, but I'd have a conversation like you can't stretch that. I don't know how to feel about that.
You want the rest of that rice with that
That's
meat?
bad baseball.
Huh?
Milbury's terrible. And Forsman's not that great.
Yeah, isn't he the Bruin? Isn't he the Hurricane announcer?
Yeah, and he gets to do their games.
Put it all together.
Interesting. No, we don't want nobody punching anybody. This ain't hockey.
Fighting the dugout.
The 70s Yankees would have done that. Billy Martin would have
fighting.
No, but in the 70s, Billy Martin would have beat the crap out of Mike Talkman for
Did he punch somebody once?
He almost fought Reggie in Fenway.
Oh, Michael Kay was telling a story about that.
Oh, he was drunk in a bar and he punched a patron in the face. It was the most hysterical thing. The guy went night-night sprawling all over the bar stool. Oh, my goodness. Mike Ford. Wow. It's all right, big dog. Vent the frustration.
What's that? I just can't.
I hear you. Vent the frustration. See, you know why that out was big at second? Here's why. Now it should be 4. It should be 5-1. No, it is 4-1, but it should be 5-1 because the bases should have been loaded. But Talkman wanted to stretch it into a. Talkman. Hitting it.
This game's looking like another blowout.
Wow, it was a shot. The right fielder was like, I'm out. Oh.
Like, that ain't coming back.
Oh, God almighty. Oh, man. Mikey Ford.
Yep, there you go, Emilio. They're my only hope. You're 100% on that one.
He's like, help me.
Yeah. Because the Mets are giving it to me, the Jets.
The Jets are going to drive you into the ground soon.
Getting Endless punches given.
It'll be like the whack-a-mole in the dugout. Whack-a-mole.
Yeah, it is what it is, Rich. The Mets they're a mess. They're a big mess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame because that fan base is there every year and they don't get nothing in return for
And
it.
I'm gonna say this: they're more loyal than Yankee fans, Met fans.
Sad.
That's right. I said it. I ain't gonna deny it. What was who put the laughing emoji up? Oh, Rich. Rich put the laughing emoji up. Thank you, Rich. Whack-a-mole. It would be like whack-a-mole. That's what it'd be like, whack-a-mole in the Yankee dugout. Somebody.
That's hysterical.
Well, are you guys ready for the top 5 QB list tomorrow? Does everybody have suggestions on their top 5? What is your top 5?
And I'm sorry. And we're encouraging too for you to make your own list and then share it with us.
Yes, please.
All right. I say by like the 5th inning. Take care, Shane. Thank you for watching, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Shane. I would agree with you there, buddy. I would agree with you there.
If you were rich, it's all right. I feel there's got to be some, there's got to be some sports hatred between the teams in the city.
Listen, if this game gets too bad, we're going to
But I guess because the Mets don't do much and the Yankees just keep winning, I guess to you guys the Mets don't really. And then we're not in your division, so it doesn't matter. But for us, we hate the Yankees more than anybody. Although a lot of Met fans do still hate Philly more, the Nationals more.
You're a division rival. You're supposed to hate them. It's a little different.
I really don't. I just worry about what the Yankees do.
Yeah, you're the complete opposite of a normal Met fan.
Right, the Islanders are cool because you're a Ranger fan, so that's understandable. I hate the Rangers more than any other hockey team. But again, they're the same area, same division. I mean, and the playoff history between the two and the fan base.
Hatred runs deep with this game.
Yeah, that's the biggest rivalry in New York sports. I mean, there's no debate. Because even Jets and Giants play each other every 4 years, so that they never played in the Super Bowl. The Nets and Knicks, that's not even. I'm sorry.
They've both been repugnant for the last couple years. There's no rivalry there.
But even if the Rangers, between Rangers and Islanders, whoever's good or bad, it don't matter. It is a great rivalry. Have you ever been to games at the Coliseum? Or the Garden? I've been to both, but the Coliseum, there's nothing like a Ranger Islander game. It's just that's true. And you're not wrong, Caleb. You're right.
And that's
I'm not one of them, but a lot of Met fans, yeah.
And it's sickening because when the Mets won the series at 15, everybody and their mother was a Met fan.
There was, yeah. But there were the diehards still there. But you're right. There were also a lot of.
I'm let Met fans have this moment, man. They've been suffering since '86. Can you let them live?
MSG. Yeah, I just felt the atmosphere wasn't as crazy.
That's because you're not. You're Islander boy. You're not supposed to like the Garden. You don't like the Garden.
But also. It's just different. Well, you have a lot more of both fan bases in the building at the Coliseum, so the chants back and forth, and Whereas not many Islander fans, although it's starting to grow now, but originally not a lot of Islander fans would go to the Garden for the game. Whether it be, I guess, ticket pricing or they just didn't want to go there. But I've noticed over the past few years, you hear the yes, yes, yes chants and let's go Islanders chants in the Garden. So that's pretty cool when the Islanders are winning. So, but
Listen, Dolan doesn't discriminate. As long as your colors green,
let's go Red Sox and Mets.
Now, I don't like both.
No, I can't like both.
But I want them to be good for show purposes. So this guy got something to talk about.
Yeah, you can't root for both. Oh, so I'm a Jet Met Islander fan. You're Giant Yankee Ranger, and you also like the Mets. I mean, everybody has entitled to an opinion and who they like, but I just feel, in my opinion, gotta like one or the other. But everybody's different, so who you like, you like. I hate other Yankee fans. So does Stephen. I hate. I mean, the whole fan base is atrocious. I mean, not you guys and the viewers, but Yankee fans out there.
Yankee fans suck. I'll admit it. Because we're the most spoiled friggin' bunch of dudes. And it's just, I just hate them.
Rich, what's your favorite?
You're going to sweep that series too. So good luck. Because they have the Red Sox next.
Rich, which is your favorite sport? Do you love baseball? Because we also play in the hot roller hockey league together. But are you a big watcher of hockey, or do you just like playing it? Like, is baseball your favorite sport? I'm curious. Baseball to hockey, wow. Okay. Wow, Ray. All right.
Easy, Ray. Easy. We got kids watching this.
It's friendly banter, Ray.
We don't need the comment. We don't need Facebook blocking us or flagging us for your comments. Easy up.
I know you just busted chops, though. It's all good. I'll always love the Mets and the Red Sox. Especially for 04, so. I mean, Ray started it, so. Come on. That's only 04 comment I'll make during this game.
That's not right. I wouldn't do that to you. All right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for me, it's hockey, soccer, and then football and baseball last. Yeah, hockey's amazing to play. So much fun. Hopefully the league gets started up again soon, but we'll see what happens.
See, right now, because I'm thinking about the Red Sox situation. JD Martinez is not that fast, but your offense is scuffling, and Xander Bogaerts puts the bat on the ball. Hit and run here. There's no outs.
See, Kayla found it funny. I wish we could play in the summer. That's my favorite time to play. Because I don't like once it starts getting cold and stuff. I mean, of course, I still play. Just because I love the game. But the summer is my favorite. But, I mean, all the times we play, it's fun. Whether it's fall, spring, or summer. But even like the beginning of spring, it could be brick still. Like March and April, like at night. Oh, my God.
Oh, Yankees Rays Tuesday. Wow.
Oh, heart attack. Phillies, Braves. Astros, Padres. That's an interesting one.
Oh.
What do you think about that? How would that play out?
I mean, with the Astros pitching, I give San Diego the advantage. They haven't started yet?
Yeah, usually like 8:20 they start.
Wow. And with that Buddha belly you're growing, that might work for you.
Me, yeah. It's getting big. But I'm still a summer guy. I like the heat and humidity. Even I remember last year they didn't call off the games. We played late though, like, I think we started at like 9:00, but it was that, remember, 112-degree day? We still played that night and it was like 100. All the equipment on, everything. But I wouldn't even like, I was so into the game, you weren't even really thinking about it.
That's what you call suffocate. when it's that hot.
And then I took, oh my God, like my arms was dripping sweat. The amount I sweated. Like, I don't know if I ever sweat that much in my life. Oh God, and then the hockey equipment stinks after. That's the biggest, because of the sweat and everything that sticks in there. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, that's not good.
Couldn't wait to get on the car. The car stuck. I'd open all the windows driving home. Terrible. Couldn't wait to shove it all in the garage. I washed it though first, and then because I wasn't leaving that all stinky now.
Heidi, what's up? Is Heidi on? I think Heidi's just joined. I'm not too shy.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Chipper Jones. Larry.
That always makes me think of Impractical Jokers. Larry.
Bad cheese.
Jeez, it smells like that. Emilio, especially in the summer and like 90-degree, 100-degree nights after playing. The sweat, yeah. Bad cheese. Wow, 2-1 Chicago, ended 2. Wow.
Yeah, get her for a bit. Tell us, hey, what's up?
Oh, it does. It really does, Rich. It's bad. It's so bad. Oh my God, the gloves to it, because you. Oh my God. Oh, like.
Smellage.
That's pretty accurate. Hot cheese and vinegar.
Oh,
Nasty combo, but that's what it smells like.
repugnant though.
Rich, do you think the league will get started up again in the fall, or you don't think so? Not till next year, probably. Have you heard anything? Montreal almost just went up 1-0.
Oh wow.
Early. Oh my God. 30 seconds in.
30 seconds in.
Yeah, Carter Hart had to make a 6 save.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
It does. I mean, all hockey equipment smells horrific.
they close. Oh,
Oh, but yeah, goalie equipment, I'm sure. Well, they got to win
What a
way more than we
play. Ooh.
Puke. Clarkson. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for the update because I was curious. I haven't heard anything like on the
Oh,
Facebook.
I think he beat it. Did he beat it? Let's see. What a play by Bogart, though.
Yeah, I would think maybe not till next year. We'd probably start playing again in the spring.
Did he beat it? Yes. I think he still.
Yeah, well, Ty goes to the runner, so he beat it.
No, they didn't. Oh, he's out.
Oh,
Doing it. Wow, what a play by Xander Bogaerts. Acrobato. Wow, DJ LeMahieu, 411 batting average this season. 411 batting average.
wow.
Oh, that's a very interesting infield alignment they got. They got Xander playing natural second, almost like, and then they got oh, she's driving. All right. All right. Safety foist.
Yes.
Safety foist. I'm just not used to seeing a Red Sox team this bad. This is like
What was the last Red Sox team that was really repug? Like 2012?
the Bobby Abreu year, yeah. Not the Bobby Valentine year was that where they were
Atrosh.
they were horrid.
But then they won the next year.
Yeah. I still remember Torrey Hunter going over the wall
Oh, yeah.
with the security guard going,
Who hit that? Was it Big Poppy who hit that?
Poppy, yeah, Poppy hit a shot. And all you saw is the security guard do this. And he's over the wall. Holding his ribs.
Torrey Hunter's flipping over the wall.
Yeah. Holding his ribs, and you see the security guard go, all right.
Bunted to third.
Ah. Gio Urshela.
Wish he was a Met. That definitely deserved the.
Wow. You know, and think about it is that wow, Graham Gano to the Giants, the kicker.
Wow. That ain't gonna do much, but that's a nice move.
The Giants' defense, repugnant though.
Mhm.
Most guys aren't because most guys don't grow up doing it. In the minor leagues, they don't want you to bunt. They want you driving in RBIs, especially if you're a top prospect. Nah. But I agree with you. Bunting should not be a lost art in the game. It's like the mid-range jump shot in basketball. Big dog hockey update for you. I think as soon as he gets the green light in terms of the parks, he's going to post it on Facebook.
Awesome. Thank you.
No, not necessarily Bush League. I just don't think guys do it much anymore. Like, because everybody's trying to hit the 3-run shot. So instead of bunting the guy over, they want to hit a home run and to the moon. So
Surprised the Yankees only scored 4 runs so far.
I know. And Hap is liable to have a bad inning. So I'm just waiting for it because he's going to have one. He always has one. It's just a matter of when. I can't get over the vinegar and hot cheese one.
Bad smell.
That should be a shirt. What does hockey smell like? Hockey equipment smell like after you use vinegar and hot cheese? With the steam coming off of the gear.
Oh,
I do too. I think eventually it's gonna make a comeback because in the playoffs, you see how hard it is to hit home runs. It's not easy. So I think this launch angle thing is a trend that's gonna happen for a couple more years, and then people are gonna realize you gotta get back to.
oh, Flyers scored.
Oh, hockey! Wow. Shots even early. Wow.
What a deflection by Voracek. That's a big goal for Philly.
Especially after being shut out 5-0. That's a big goal.
Yep.
Challenge. It's good.
Yeah, no, they called it a good goal.
Okay.
Yeah, they were thinking of going, checking it out, but because I thought the same thing, it might have been goalie interference, but good goal for Philly.
That game's gonna be back and forth. You think?
I think Philly blows them out.
Oh wow! Philly with the blowout dub. Okay. Well, speaking of blowouts, Oakland beat the Giants 15-3.
Mhm. Definitely a blowout there.
Wow. 15-3. God almighty.
The Battle of the Bay.
That wasn't much of a battle. Yeah, the A's are legit. A's are legit.
How legit are they in your mind?
They could ruin the Red Sox or the Dodgers party to win the World Series this year. They're that good.
Wow.
And they're deep. See, the interesting thing about this now is now we're getting to the middle of the game. And now is when the wheels start to fall apart. So these next two innings, if Aaron Boone's quick on the trigger, then you'll know. But he'll probably let him go because the Red Sox bullpen is so bad that he probably figures out why not let him pitch through whatever he's dealing with. Wow, can you guys believe you're up 3-0 on the Caps? Real quick, like, can you believe that?
I could.
You think it's the end of an era for them? You think they know it's a wrap and they're just like, eh?
If they lose the series, it's possible. I mean, they still have a lot of talent, though. I don't think they're gonna.
Well, you think they're getting too old? You think they trade some pieces and it's just like, eh?
Nah, I think them and the Indians are gonna try and give one more run or two, and then I think it's a wrap.
Really?
Yeah,
Because I can see them semi blowing it up after this year.
yeah.
No.
God, you guys are just good.
This is the best he's looked all year. Now, granted, this lineup is
Repug.
really bad, but it's the best he's looked all year. That's a bad pitch to swing at. Though.
Uncle, take the this one.
What?
This one in there. Yeah.
Wow, Kevin Plawecki. I still get visions of him on the Mets. Yo, how crazy is it that Alex Cora was the manager? Everything was looking up for them. They won the chip. Everybody in Boston was happy. To now,
Yeah, it's rough.
JD's like, I shouldn't have signed that contract. Yes.
I'm sure that's what he's thinking.
Like,
I think the Dodgers will take me.
oh. You know where JD Martinez would be good? With the Nationals. Give Juan Soto some protect. You put JD Martinez with the I don't think it's so hard for teams who finally get one. I would agree. That's why they won the chip. So they probably like, it's a wrap. We're all 90. Oh, we got a chip. What's going on in this hockey game? Hockey.
Lucky.
Hockey, baby. Real quick, what channel's the hockey game on? A Hawk?
NBC.
Oh, regular NBC, yeah.
And the Vegas game is on NBCSN.
And Doc's not doing either or, huh?
Nope. Kenny Albert's doing the Vegas game.
Oh, nasally. Kenny Albert. Like if we Zifwinch would say, "Give me our books." Zifwinch. Wow, remember Sunday Night Baseball like 15 years ago when they hated each other and the games were must watch?
John Miller and Joe Morgan.
Oh.
The good old days.
When they weren't shaking hands on the field and everybody still was a little bitter.
The hatred. I was a huge baseball fan then.
Oh. You're breaking my heart, big doggy.
06 killed me. That was it.
Oh.
Thanks
John,
to,
don't start with the Beltran stuff, John. Please.
you could thank Beltran for that.
Oh,
That series is crazy. The Canucks are up 2-0 on the Blues. If they go up 3-0 tonight,
I know Ravens fans probably like,
hype. Yeah. That would be you have a 2-0 lead against the champs.
what is it? Have you watched any of that series? What do you see?
It's hard just because they start so late that like the little bit I watched though.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, so Montreal scored. That was weird. Must have went off the crossbar.
If I'm the Red Sox, I think I trade Sander Bogarts.
Yeah.
We got a new. Oh, wow, nice. My brother Lou just subscribed to our YouTube channel, so thank you,
Thank
Lou.
you, Lou.
Appreciate it. At Kate, that's Jen Queen. Nice.
Ooh. Wow, they ain't gonna pull that boarding. Oh yeah, they're gonna call it.
So hear me out on this.
Okay.
What's the link to the YouTube? Well, I'll post it to I'll send you a message on Facebook with the link and stuff so you can see it. But if I'm the Red Sox, hear me out on this crazy thought.
Okay.
I think I'll trade Sander Bogarts. I'll trade JD Martinez. I'll trade Andrew. I'll basically trade the whole team and try to restart the rebuild from scratch. Because you just signed Xander Bogaerts to a 6-year, $120 million deal, right? By the time he gets to his prime, you might still be in the middle of a rebuild. So if you want your farm system to be rebuilt, I would think about doing it just strictly from the standpoint that you don't know what you're going to look like in like 2-3 years from now. And you don't want to waste the guy's prime, especially if he's not going to be able to be on a winning team. So I know that sounds crazy. What do you guys think of that? And Big Dog, would you do that? Like the Mets are going through the same thing. Like I would think about trading a Jacob deGrom right now, or
Absolutely.
or Pete Alonso or somebody like that. Because oh wow, what a throw!
I mentioned it before. I would be open to trade Pete. I know most Met fans would be like, "Are you nuts?" But you got to think about it. You're gonna waste the kid's prime years. Do you really want to do that? And this team ain't primed to win.
Right.
Sorry. As much as people want to try and believe, it's
Emil, what's good, bro?
What's up? And
Lou, we appreciate the love, Lou. Thank you, brother. What questions you got for us, man?
What's up?
We open. This is welcome to the family. Who do we think is winning the championship, or who do we think are going to be good in the playoffs? Because I can almost guarantee you nobody's beating the Clippers. The Clippers are the best team in the NBA, and it's not even close. Even if a team like Snazzy backhand got him. What a play. Even if Milwaukee and you found it. Thank you, Rich. Who's making the finals? I got the Clippers and the Raptors in the finals and shit. I think that's a safe bet.
I got the Lakers and Raptors.
Lakers and Raptors ain't a bad pick, but I just don't know if the Lakers got enough depth. Like you need a lot of depth in order to compete with the Clippers, though. The Clippers are deep. I got Portland beating the Lakers in 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Lakers.
What?
Yo, those guards. The Lakers ain't got nobody to guard them guards, bro.
Stephen's been with them ever since Melo got there.
Yeah, but even before that, because I love Dame. Dame's been my boy for years. Yeah. If the Lakers had Avery Bradley, it'd be different because you have a legit perimeter defender.
Portland fanboy over here.
What you want me to do, bro?
Western Conference. No, I love it. I want you to show more fandom. You hide it too much. Gotta let it breathe sometimes. Give it air. Let it show. Not a bad thing.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
Gotta let it be. There you go. My favorite Beatles song, Let It Be.
Please show your fandom.
Please.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
Do, 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 do.
Rich, thank you for finding the YouTube channel, Rich.
Thank you, Rich.
I got a dark horse in the NBA playoffs, though. The Mavs.
All right.
Mavs in the playoffs. Yeah.
What's up?
The Mavs in the playoffs are interesting because I think Dallas, between Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, the overall core that they're building in Dallas, nice. Appreciate you guys watching, man.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. What you think, Emil? Who you got making the finals this year? Who's your
Also, give us some of your World Series picks, your Stanley Cup
all
final.
that? I want all that. I want all that smoke, as the kids say. Smoky? Here's the all right crazy question. Uh-oh. I thought he hit that out. I was about to say, Hap, you gotta go, Hap. You gotta go.
Yeah, he'll get away with it, Happy.
And he's pitching Repug this year, and this lineup is just a throw. This lineup is all. Listen, I'm sorry, but for Jerry Remy and the guys that got to call Red Sox games and shit, the Red Sox are they're a hard watch, man.
Oh yeah,
they're hard. And you know me, I love baseball, but whenever they're on TV, I refuse to watch. I don't watch them.
Which normally you would, but now because they're not awful.
That bad, but that's what I'm saying. If I don't watch them, and I watch everybody,
you do.
They're horrible. Yeah, walk the yard full. Yeah, okay. Watch this. Listen, if you want this to get interesting, if this gets interesting, you're gonna see like stress veins pop out.
You got nothing to stress, brother.
Oh, I don't, dang.
It's gonna be 10-1.
My right fielder's on the DL, my second baseman's on the DL, and my closer had COVID for a month. But I ain't got nothing to stress about. Sure, yeah. But then hit me with it. But if you were a Met fan, it'd be different.
Just saying.
Let your Yankee hate show. It's all right, man.
Nah, because you don't do it to me. Well, you don't hate the Mets, though. You got respect for the fan base and the franchise.
And I got respect for my best friend, who I happen to like a lot, who likes the Mets. And I'm just not that guy. I mean, I used to be, but
Yeah, no, but even like when we watch Yankee, I don't show it. I mean, you could tell I'm happy.
no, okay, you're disgusting. Show it. You don't do it out loud. You're like, can we get this? Can we get this over with? Can we get this over with? Look at him. He's like pulling teeth. He's like, he's smiling, but he's like, he's mother.
I hate when you guys win. I hate it.
Yeah, you must have a pretty hateful life because they've done a lot of winning over the best.
I grew up on hating the Yankees, so it's the family tradition. Although a couple of people, didn't follow it, but
Yeah, the smart ones. Yeah, and I'll say this for the record. I don't think Garrett Cole's been Garrett Cole yet. I mean, he was good the other night. That's as close to Garrett Cole as we've seen. But he hasn't been Garrett Cole yet, which I know in Big Dog's world, he's like, come on, but he hasn't lost with you guys yet. He's unbelievable.
I didn't because I had a family thing Friday, and I was asking my cousin who's a Yankee fan, John who's watching, and someone else who was there, a Yankee fan, and I asked them too, and they both said, like you, he hasn't pitched to his full potential.
Right. And I don't think that's that. Listen, is it too much look, I get the money is what the money is, and I get he's pitched well. Don't get me wrong. He won every single one of his starts. The problem is
Oh, nice save by Hart.
you're used to seeing the guy dominate, and he hasn't dominated yet. So that's where the frustration, not the frustration, but that's where you're like,
he's playing. I'm sorry to cut you off. Kayla, he's playing tonight? Or no, they just showed him on because I had the other game on.
why? If he's playing, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I don't think he is, but
So how would they say his name? Oscar or Oscar?
Oscar.
Okay.
Like Oscar the Grouch. Oscar.
Oh, Sesame Street. Okay. Yeah, Oscar the Grouch. We know who your favorite Sesame Street character was growing up.
That was my dad's. No. Ooh. Wow, Montreal is they're fighting, man.
Montreal. Is it Montreal Canadiens?
Man, and that's Maple Leaf fans got to be pissed. Like, you were a higher seed than your biggest rival, but yet they're in it and you're out. In your own building.
Yeah, like can't.
Using the locker room. I mean, of course, like the situation, like they have to during certain games, but that's got to be. Oh my God! Something popped up on a Toronto billboard. Let go, Habs go with the Canadians logo. I forgot how it got up there, but it, like in the middle of like Toronto, or off one of their major highways, there's a billboard with "Go Habs Go" and
wow. Oh,
gotcha, Caleb. Yeah, and that's true because of what he was going through. He can't play.
yeah. But the fact that he's there, though, respect.
In the bubble, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that.
Yo, can you believe football's 25 days away?
You believe that?
That flew by fast.
I'm still wondering how they're going to do this with the testing. Because
No, I know. It's insane. Have you heard anything that like about scheduling and like change it? No. When do you think they'll know?
next week sometime.
Like to add like Saturday games, Friday games.
And if they do that, because college football's still holding out hope that they could get.
Oh, I thought it was mostly.
Nah, they're holding out hope. I mean, they should be canceled because those kids are not unionized like we've been yelling for the past couple months. But
Right.
all right, 2 walks. You're gonna start to see me get antsy now. We got runners on first and second, 1 out in the 6th.
The Staten Island kid too, Ottavino.
Adam, you don't just walk 2 guys. Come on, Adam. You can't do this to me. Can't do this. Wow. Max Scherzer 96 games with 10 career Ks. 6th all time.
Wow.
Max Scherzer, oh my Lord. Wow. He's a beast. He is. Who's that?
You know. No, you don't know who that is?
No, I don't. I know Shock, right? Utter shock. And Tampa won today. Come on, fellas. We can't. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh God, here we go.
Why does Ottavino wear 0? I'm curious.
Because I think the O in his last name or something like that. I'm not really sure.
All right.
Cole is normal great, but not Cole great. Yeah, I think that's an accurate description of what I'm trying to say. He's great, but he's not what I've expected from him yet.
Is it still like surreal? Like, wow, we finally got this guy after, or you're like used to it now?
No, I pinch myself every time he takes the ball. It's like a kid waking up on Christmas morning all over again. And I'll probably feel that way all 9 years I watch him pitch. Because that's how I felt with CeCe. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Because there were nights that I would stay up as a Yankee fan going, yo, if we ever had a guy like that and cash, ownership finally got it done. But I'm thankful every day that guy's wearing a Yankee uniform. Absolutely. You never take it for granted because you know how hard they worked to do it. All right. 2-1 count here. Adam, throw a strike here, please. Ooh, he hung a slider. Oh, shit.
Come on. What's that?
He hung a slider. Help me, please. Oh my Lord, man. Oh, Glaber was in the perfect spot. Who's that? Tyler Wade?
Oh my
Tyler
God.
Wade was in the perfect spot. Wow. Woo! Because normally that's a base hit up the middle.
You guys
That's the game right there.
Yeah, this game's a wrap. It's been a wrap since like the first inning. So what are you looking for? Like I know you're probably still focused on this game, but you already looking to Tampa and the game plan, like what the Yankees should do?
I've been looking forward to Tampa since Saturday.
Okay.
I try not to do that because, but
Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, you look forward to it a little bit. You map out the rotation. Like, I know Montgomery's getting the ball game 1, Massa game 2, and then we're gonna come back around for Cole in game 3. But I don't know, man. Tampa's really good, so I don't take nothing for granted with Tampa just because I know how explosive that team could be. And they took 3 out of 4 from you in Tampa last weekend, so I'm not taking anything lightly.
They are.
Yeah, because
I'm watching it here and there.
yeah, me too. I'm watching the Flyer game right now. That Flyer defense must be gooch because
they definitely woke up after the drubbing.
All right, so I'm texting with somebody right now. I'll have a full answer for you about college football in the next 72 hours.
All right.
What do you think?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
What do you think about that?
I think it's interesting. I don't think they should play.
I agree with you.
And the NFL though, they're gonna have games. Like they're even talking possibly almost every day of the week having a game.
I don't know how you do that,
but at least if you have Fridays and Saturday game, that'd be crazy. Oh my God.
Saturday night football in the dead of winter?
Yo, you got that. The Stanley Cup playoffs, NBA playoffs, and baseball.
Oh.
And coming down to the wire, too. Pennant racing. Yo.
Are you kidding? That would be insane. Like, that would be crazy. All the major sports coming down to all starting up and in the middle at the same time.
Yeah, how weird is that?
Insanity? Yeah, well, it's 2020, so there is no normal.
No.
(2020), so the year is not normal. So I would expect something of that ilk to happen.
Wow, still 2-1 Chicago, 6:40 left in the third.
Chicago.
They might steal one here. Wow, Vegas 42 shots on goal. Chicago 21, and it's not even an overtime game. That's nuts.
Wow, 42 shots in regulation?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Wow. That's insanity. Boy, I should rocket. Somebody's happy to be back in the big leagues. Clint Frazier is hitting the tar out of the baseball. Oh, you want to send me down? Okay.
I mean, everyone in the Yankee lineup's hitting.
Not really.
Who ain't hitting?
Gary Sanchez. Glaber just started hitting like last week. They just, it's crazy the amount of up and down we've seen so far. And this is throughout baseball, though. There's lineups that haven't gotten going yet. Like, oh, what a grab. Wow. No, can you believe the Cardinals are playing like they played their 8th game of the season today?
That's
the 8th game of the year. They did the math. In order to complete the 60-game season, they have 14 doubleheaders from now to the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait. Even me, and I'm like, What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about the 7-inning doubleheader rule? And to throw it out there to you guys, we're gonna put a Twitter poll in the field. Should baseball be shorter than 9 innings?
That's a good poll, man.
In fact, since you came up with this dubious suggestion,
it's a beautiful suggestion. Well, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you put the Twitter poll in the field and give you the distinction and the honor of asking the question: should baseball be 7 innings?
I'll do it on Facebook and then I'll put it on Twitter.
Think about we're having Dr. Rice Brown 4 times this year. Evangelist is a gift from Jesus. Why is he coming? He's not coming to hold a crusade. He's coming to equip the saints in evangelism. You follow me? See, it's one thing as an evangelist. I'm not saying it's wrong to do out evangelist outreaches, but it's one thing of an evangelist.
Oh, you got another one Tuesday against who? Boston.
Islanders play Tuesday. Boston plays tomorrow, but they might play it back to back.
You said the Phillies have a doubleheader against.
Oh, I thought you were talking hockey. I'm sorry.
Oh, Islanders plays Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Well, this building yesterday was filled with human beings. The largest crowd that's ever been in it since it was opened. Plus other rooms that were filled with closed-circuit television. Now we saw the wonderful power of the living.
Wow, the Indians beat the Tigers 20 straight times. 20 straight times.
That's my role. My role is to gifts that you have and to somehow facilitate that for you to be equipped in the gifts that you have for the work of the ministry.
Doubleheaded, yes. Single ones, no. Okay.
Because that is the assignment. All right. So I can spot gifts in people. It's a coach can spot As far as say basketball, football, and a coach can spot.
Oh, Washington activates Alex Smith. What do you think about that, big dog?
So people can spot things.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
The Redskins, they activated Alex Smith.
I heard. I don't know how to feel about that. I think the guy that he almost lost his leg, so
Yeah, that doesn't seem like, I mean, unless you
I
love
don't think
football.
that was such a great idea. But
Right.
What does God want you to do? He said, "Seek."
Right, but I'm gonna wrap the stream up a little early. I know there's still time in the game, and but I'm gonna wrap the stream up a little early because we're a little. I'm beat. I know Big Dog's probably beat, and this game, to be all that honest, is not all that interesting unless unless you're a Yankee fan. So we're gonna wrap it up, and thank you guys for watching.
thank you.
It was fun,
Yes.
and we'll do this again sometime very soon. So
Yes.
we're probably gonna do the Islanders again, so you can see this crazy cycle go mental. And I don't know. We'll talk about the NBA playoffs start tomorrow, and there's a couple things that we want to get into. So we're gonna wrap it up, and we'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Have a good night, and enjoy the rest of what's left of your weekend.
Yes. Have a good night.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.